Hi, everybody. It's Susie Q96. Welcome to Sweepin' the Dirt. That's how you find all the treasures you got and you sweep the dirt. Of course, it helps if you're doing it with a metal detector. Anyway, I'm here. um, Not feeling 100% fabulous. Still dealing with some health issues, but we'll muddle through anyway. Got to clean the junk off my glasses here. Gee, I look so much better without them. I mean, because I'm all blurry and stuff. Oh, now I put them on and I say, oh my God, crinkled and wrinkled. And more every day, I look like my Aunt Alice. That's a compliment. My Aunt Alice is 99, about to turn 100. And she's a real cool lady. So anyway, it's not an insult to look like my Aunt Alice, that's for sure. Cool lady. So I gotta fix the silly. Anyway, it's not. No. I hit the wrong button. Oh, not good, not good. I do that a lot, you know. I was just trying to turn the sound on YouTube. Scratch and go crazy. Hi, honey. How are you? Hi. Well, it's going to be kind of a mixed bag show this evening. I actually started it at 5:55 because everybody's been telling me that they're not getting their notifications until after the show already starts. So I thought, well, let me try this. See if this works. See if folks, if I give them a 5-minute warning, so to speak, that will help everybody. Hi, Patrick. Weather's been pretty nasty here, so I have not been able to go detecting. And I have all my new toys, and I've only gotten to play with them like each one maybe a half an hour, maybe 40 minutes on the small coil. I'm chomping at the bit to get out there. Tomorrow the weather's going to be halfway decent, but I got to go take my car to the mechanic and find out what it's really going to cost me to get Mabel through inspection. M3's favorite cup. The Check Me Out cup. I have 2 of those actually. I have a lot of funny coffee cups. I had 1 or 2, and then people saw that I had funny coffee cups, and so whenever they don't know what to buy me, they buy me a funny coffee cup, and that's okay because, well, just because it's okay. I'm having all kinds of issues here. We'll get it going in a minute. Anyway, I've been dealing with insurance companies, doctors, PayPal. PayPal has me so screwed up. I have my PayPal set up where it defaults to my bank account. If there's not anything in the PayPal account, they're supposed to pay it off my bank account. And it's not doing it. And one of the things that has not gotten paid is StreamYard, because I had it set up to pay StreamYard the $25 every month. And I keep getting nasty grams from them saying there's not enough money. There's not enough money. If it's defaulting like it's supposed to, there's plenty of money. I mean, to pay that. I'm sorry, guys. My allergies is one of the things that's driving me crazy. I'm fighting with the insurance company. They don't want to pay for my allergy medicine. So I'm sitting here going, ugh. Any of you that have allergies, you get it, you know. You're sleepy. Hi, Elton John. Is that Elton Jones with a new name, or is this somebody different? I don't know who that is. Who is that? Okay. Anyway, um, I got all my new toys, everything that I ordered. Oh, God, this is driving me crazy. I'm trying not to sneeze. I got all my toys, and I'm going to show you guys what Muscle Shell's donation paid for. The rest of it I have put away for the trip that I can't take right now. Although I did get my COVID-19 test back, and yay, I'm negative. So that's a good thing. Always a good thing when your test comes back negative. Anyway, let me see if I can show you some of the stuff that I was able to procure. Oh dear, there I am. Hi, Swing for the Ring. Archaeology Mikey in the house. All right, let me see if I can do this. I've got all this stuff. I saved pictures. And hopefully I can get to them and show you where the money went. Well, that's not it. Well, fiddle-dee-dee. That didn't work so good. How am I going to do this? Okay. That's where it was supposed to go. Was to pictures. But it didn't go there. I hate when I'm trying to do something all technical and my dumb blonde mode kicks in. This was one of those moments. Okay, let's get rid of that. That wasn't what it. Let's see, what do I have to do here? I think I have to go and close this and try and reopen it, because I can't hold up all of the items because there's just not enough room in my living room. So I thought the next best thing would be I saved pictures of everything that I got. Okay, that's what I need. I got this figured out now. It's just going to take me a minute to do it. So anyway, I made this nifty little folder that has all my gear that I got in it. And I'm trying to get that folder to come up here so I can show you. Here we go. All right. So, let's see if it'll let me do this. Alrighty, I think now if I click on each one of these, they should open in the window there. Here's the first thing I got. This is what started the whole stinking deal. I muted myself. Some people might say that was something that would save the world if I would mute myself. Oh dear. Y'all can tell I'm not feeling good because I'm dragging here. I am seriously dragging. Okay, well, let me think on how I'm going to do this. Let me see if that will work. Share a screen. Photos. Okay. Well, this is the first thing I got. a new power cord for my detector, because as many of you may remember, I lost mine. So I got another one, and then I found the one I lost. So now I have a spare, and it's a good thing, because when I went to get this picture from the Kelly Co website, they don't have any more in stock. So I may have gotten the last one. So that was one thing I got. Now let me see if I can get to the next thing I got. Things get progressively bigger after that. Okay. Alrighty. I got 2 new coils. The first, this one, if I can get it up here, is the one I really like. This is the, here we go. Alrighty, this is the SP22, which is the double D coil. And this thing, I haven't gotten to use it very much, but with it, I went back over an area in a park that I had detected the day before with a different coil, and probably 3 or 4 other times. And I ended up finding in 35-40 minutes, probably $2.50 something worth of change. It was a coin hunting machine there. So now I just got to get it to a place where there's some silver, and we'll try to pull some silver out of the ground with it. This is a waterproof coil. The whole machine is waterproof. That's one reason I did not want to trade and get a different machine. So I got that. And let me see if I can do this all nifty here. This is not the easiest thing for me to do. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I messed up. Now I gotta do it again. All right, I'll figure it out here. So much fun. So then I got, oh pooey, it's trying to open something I don't want it to open. Rat. Anyway, I don't think this is going to work so well. I thought it was a brilliant idea when I did it, but apparently it's not. Yep, still a learning experience with StreamYard, trying to do things like show pictures that are in a folder. Because when I went to the folder and tried to open them, then it wanted to open the art program instead of just opening the picture. So I got to figure out how to do that. So anyway, I got that coil. I got another coil. The see if I can find the picture, because I don't want to. I just want to look at the pictures. I don't want to have to open 9 million things. Let's see if I can open it with Chrome. Yeah, okay, that might work. I'm making this harder than it needs to be, apparently. Yeah, okay. So then this is the second coil I got. And this is basically what most people call a sniper coil. It is a very skinny coil, and it is used to try to isolate the good signals when you are in a place that's full of trash. And by it being so small and compact, you can focus right in on one little signal instead of all the trash around it making the detector go off. Oh, I forgot to turn my Nightbot on, so I can't even tell who all's here. Elton's here. Scratch and Go's here. Patrick's here. Andy's here. Swing for the Ring is here. Mikey here. Dreadpool here. Mud Swat's here. Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. Awesome to see Rhonda Tolliver, the lucky one, in here. Miss Southern Belle's in the house. We got some folks hanging out. Yep. Just moved out to the country and no Wi-Fi. There you go. I did that for a while. Rhonda, I was living up at my sister's farm on a mountain, and I had this Wi-Fi that I had to pay for by the gig, and oh my gosh, it was terrible. You have my sympathy. Yeah, I would sneak down into town and do the same thing. So anyway, that's the second coil that I got. Let's see if I can show you the rest of the things I got. I got this item, something that I have needed for a while. I used to use a toothbrush, but it wasn't the ideal thing, and I kept losing the toothbrushes. So I got this little relic brush. It's got a carabiner and it's got an expandable lanyard on it. It's got a neat little tip right there that's covered with a little cap, but that's to pick dirt out of stuff with. And then it's got two different types of brushes on it. Yeah, it's been great. Yeah, I know my sinuses are driving me crazy. You guys are just going to have to deal with me tonight going, so I got that. This is all the stuff that I was able to get, which is going to make my metal detecting a whole lot more efficient and better. And this was all gifted to me through the kindness of Muscle Shell, who came in. Hey, Ben, how you doing? Who came in during the anniversary, 1 year anniversary of my channel, and just bestowed all sorts of wonderful gifts on me. This I'm really glad to have. I got a carry bag for my detector and my detector equipment. This happens to be the Calico brand one, and this thing is really, really well made. I'm real happy with it. It's got a zip pocket on each side. I have enough room in this bag for my detector, my 2 spare coils, my extra lower shaft. I've got all my little tools and stuff in the pockets. This thing is awesome. It also makes it much easier when I have stuff in the car for people not necessarily to realize that there's a bunch of metal detecting equipment in there. So I'm real happy with that bag. It also has a shoulder strap that hooks onto it. I didn't realize that. I found the shoulder strap inside one of the pockets. So I haven't looked at my hours, Miss Southern Belle. I will, though, in a minute after I show the rest of the things that I got. Okay, so I've shown my power thing, my brush, my carry bag, my 2 coils. Okay, I got 2 more things to show. I got my new carbon fiber lower shaft, which made the detector lighter and a little more stable. Now, I really, really like I like it, and I want to get one more, because right now I've got 2 shafts, and I have one of my other coils on one of the shafts, but it's kind of a heavier coil. I think it would be better suited on the carbon fiber. So I really do want to get one more of these. Just right now, not going to do it until I had it a little longer and make sure that's really what I want to do. But then the last thing I got, which is the only thing I got that did not come from Kelly Co., is my coveted orange snake skins for my coil wire. But now, since I have 3 coils, I need to get, because the wires are connected to the coils, so I'm going to have to get 2 more sets of the snake skins. I think I'll get different colors, for just so that I can easily look in there and say, okay, that's purple, that's this one. But all of these things are things that I just wished that I could own. And now, thanks to Muscle Shell, I do own them. And the money that he gave me for the trip, I have just had to put aside because I can't make the trip right now. But I'm not spending it, no matter. There's other things I need that money to do, but I'm not, because that's not what it was given to me for. And one of those things, I hate to even say this, but sometimes I do stuff and I don't think about the end. Oh, this wasn't all my equipment, Ben. This was just the things that were paid for with a channel donation that I just got. I am actually using a Garrett carrot, which it's a great pinpointer, but the Simplex doesn't really like it that much. I call it Chatty Cathy. They make a lot of noise. So fortunately, in the last firmware upgrade, for the Simplex, they turned one of the buttons into a mute button, so that you can hit that button and mute your detector while you're using a carrot. When the carrot is done, I'm going to get the Nocta macro pinpointer that will not make all that noise. I do love my carrot. Yeah, sometimes I get in a setting and I go, how did I get here? Because it's a matter of holding the buttons down, and yeah, sometimes I end up in the wrong setting, and I go, oh, well, it found what I was looking for, so I guess it's okay, But yeah, I like my carrot. I just don't like that it doesn't react well with the Simplex. That's my only beef with it. That, and it seems to eat. Yeah, mine is kind of that way too, Ben. It didn't start out that way, but now I'm noticing I'm having trouble pushing the button on it. So I haven't made the decision for sure yet what I'm going to do. But that reminds me, I have to tell you something. Before I tell you my crappy news, I got to tell you something interesting. Hopefully by next Wednesday's show, I got, hi Coin Boy, I got an email telling me I have a package on the way from Istanbul, Turkey. Now, that probably doesn't mean anything to people unless they own a Nocta Macro Simplex. If you own a Simplex or any Nocta product, that's their home base. Istanbul, Turkey. So I have a package coming to me from the fine folks that make the Simplex. So I can't wait to see what's in there. A while back, I was asked what size sweatshirt I wore, and I told them I really don't, I really don't want stuff for me. I would like to have things I can give away to my viewers. So I don't know if this is a sweatshirt or if this is something to give away. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. It'd be really nice if it was an amphibio, but I don't think that's happening. No, I think it's more likely t-shirts, hats. But anyway, something is coming to this channel from them. And I'm hoping that it's some wonderful things that I can give away and share with you guys. I mean, if it's a sweatshirt, I'll still be happy because I'm happy with anything. You give me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I'm happy. I'm easily amused. But I am hoping that it's some things I can give away. Yeah, I think it's just shirts, but I don't know until it gets here. It's supposed to get here next Tuesday. So we will find out what it is when it gets here. I've had people asking me about where I'm at with the mailing of the stuff from the 12 Days of Christmas and the Epiphany giveaway and all of that. And what I can tell you is I've got good news and I got bad news. I finally got everything working, so I thought. Yeah, PB&J from Turkey would be an interesting package. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I think I got about 9 packages done so far. Now, here's the problem. Because PayPal's got me all goobered up. I mean, if the money is in the PayPal account, it will work. But if I'm telling PayPal to take it out of the other account, it's not working. So anyway, I sat here today and I calculated up how much more money it's going to cost me to mail all this stuff out. And I love giving stuff away, but sometimes I don't think it through. And I give away all this stuff, and then I realize it's going to cost me a ton to mail it out. And so what happened was I'm basically out of money for the rest of the month because I had to spend $300 on my car. And I'm sorry, but the car took priority over the mailing of giveaways. So there's what I came up with. It's going to cost 70 more bucks. I've already put almost 40 in. It's going to cost about 70 more bucks to mail all these packages out. There's close to 40 packages. Because remember, I gave away the 12, and then I was giving away a couple other things during each stream. So basically, 3 packages per stream times 12. And then the Epiphany one had 3. And then last week I had 2. So basically, I kind of messed myself up. I would have had the money to mail them, but the car thing, it cost me $175 to repair my exhaust. Now, these are things I have to do to get through the Virginia auto inspection. It's not, otherwise I would have just let it wait. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't going to pass. So then what else did I have to fix? I had to replace the starter, and then after the starter, I had to replace the battery, and then after that, I had an oil change and a bunch of odds and ends, blah, 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 that this month, well over $300. And my car still won't pass inspection. It's going to cost me at least another $200. Normally, it's not an issue. But normally, I don't have $400 or $500 worth of car nickel and diamond me stuff. Things that really could have waited. Well, the battery couldn't wait. The starter couldn't wait. Those things, you know. But the other stuff, it could have waited, except state of Virginia said, no, we want you to fix it all right now. We don't care that you only have $800 a month to live on. Fix it. Yeah. So I got to go to my mechanic tomorrow. Now, my mechanic, my regular mechanic, he is a sweetheart, and he does not overcharge me at all. In fact, sometimes I think he undercharges me. But when it's specialty things that he doesn't do at his shop, that's the stuff that eaten me up, like $175 to fix an exhaust pipe. Really? I felt like telling the dude, just move out of the way. I'll weld the bitch. Pardon my language, but you know what I mean. It was like 2 little welds, and $175 later, I'm driving down the road, and my car is no quieter than it was when I went in. But it will pass their thing. So, you know, people see me pushing all the time to get monetized, and they think I guess they think I think monetization is going to bring a bunch of money, and that's not why I'm pushing for it. The reason I'm trying so hard to get monetized is so that I have that money every month to pay to ship giveaways. I like giving stuff away, but I should never give away that much stuff at one time. And I should have learned that back when I did that 666 one, and that one cost me $150 to mail stuff out. But everybody got their stuff. It just took a little while. Anyway, Miss Southern Belle asked me how many hours I had. So I'm going to go over there real quick and take a look. I have not looked for a couple days. And then we're going to talk about something completely different. That actually is metal detecting related. And it's something I wish I were part of, but I'm not going to be part of this year. Hopefully they'll have another thing like it. And it's not the Florida Hunt 7 thing. It's just something different that I want to. Okay, let's go here to the monetization tab and see how many hours I have. Okay, my current standing is I have 744 subscribers of the 1,000 I need. I have 2,678 public watch hours of the 4,000 I need. So that's where we're at. And like I said, the only reason that I am trying so hard to get monetized is so that I can use money to give things back to the channel. So I've got all of your packages here and packed up. I'm just not sure when I'm going to be able to send them out. I can tell you I was not doing them in any particular order. I was just reaching in the box and picking them up. And weighing them and printing the labels. I can tell you the people that I have got postage on that will be going out. This is Pastor Tim, Cynthia Swearingen, shoot, my brain just went blank. I know who that is. Southern Belle, Budget Bullion Stacker, and the Lucky James Eller. And there's one other whose screen name has Native Warrior, and one for Native Warrior. So those are the ones that I have postage on them so far. So yay, Ben, go Ben. So don't be mad at me. You will all get your stuff. I just gotta do it a little bit at a time. I'm waiting on a check. I finally made over $50 in my little affiliate account. For when you buy things through my Kellyco link. And so in the next 2-3 days, I'm gonna get $56 out of there. Just gotta wait for it to show up, and I will use that towards the postage. But right now my bank account has less than $100 in it, and my one credit card that isn't maxed out is going to be after I go to the mechanic tomorrow. Well, no, actually I have two. I'm going to max one out on the mechanic tomorrow, and then on Friday the DMV is going to take the rest. So then what I have is the money that was given to me for my trip, that I'm not touching it because it was given to me for my trip. It was not given to me to mail packages. It was not given to me to buy things for my car. I'm funny that way. If somebody gives me money and they say, here, this is for you to take the cat to the vet, then that's what the money gets used for. So anyway, that's where we're at. I hate to even throw that out there, but I didn't have any choice, you know. Otherwise, you know, everybody can wait till February. That's just how that goes. Now, the other thing I want to talk about, this is actually a pretty awesome deal. Let's see if I can get it up here. If you go over on Indiana Tone's channel, I'm not going to try to give you all the information involved with this thing because I know I would never get it right. But there is a $10,000 seeded hunt, $10,000 worth of silver and gold that is going to be put out for people who want to attend this event. And it's up in New Jersey, not too far from Staten Island, New York. And it's sponsored by several different groups that are pooled together to do this. And Indiana Tones is part of it. So he made a video explaining all about this hunt. It's a 2-day deal. Part of it is free and part of it's not. So like I said, it gets a little complicated. So I'm just going to send you to his link to the video about the event. I will tell you that he has mentioned that if you sign up for this event, you know, and you reserve a spot and then you don't show up, they will blacklist you and you won't be able to ever sign up for another event with them. And I can't say I blame them, because that has become a problem with Florida Hunt 7 as well. Last year, all these people signed up. They said it was full, and over 90 people then failed to show up. And those of us who wanted to attend did not get to because other people had reserved spots and didn't use them. So don't do that, people. I understand if you have a sudden emergency, but 92 people didn't have a sudden emergency. You know what I mean? So I went and looked around because I've had people ask me about did they know anybody that was giving away metal detectors? And I went and looked, and we missed a couple that were given away last week, but I'm going to keep my eye open. And if I find anybody's channel that is giving one away, I will certainly let you know. I would really, really be thrilled to no end if there was a metal detector in this stuff that's coming from Turkey, but I'm going to hold my breath, you know. I mean, yeah, whatever they're sending me, it's more than I have. I also need to ask and this is only if you are a detectorist. You know, if you're just hanging out to hang out, that's cool. But I need to know if there are any detectorists here with kids. And there's a reason I'm asking this question. I have some things to give away, but they are really, it's some t-shirts that I got from Kelly Co. And pretty much all of them that are left are kids, ones that would fit kids. Ben, how old are your kids? I don't mean to be nosy. I'm just asking because I have these shirts. I sent a bunch of them to the Detecting Smith's kids a while back. Like this one, and they're really, really cute. This is a girl's shirt here. It says it's a lady size small, but these are, you'd have to be a pretty small lady. So I love these shirts. They are so cute, but they're all small. So I have to, like I said, that one would fit a small woman or maybe a teenage girl who wasn't like super heavy. 13, 12, 11, 9, and 8. Wow, that's a pass of the kids there. So anyway, if you're interested in some of these shirts, now this one is also a small, but it's like an adult girl's small, which means it would fit most teenage type girls. And the reason I know it's a girl shirt is because the way the sleeve is cut. But I have one like this that I wear, actually. But I have these left, and the reason I have them left is because they're all smaller sizes. And I need to find kids that are actually into detecting to pass them on to. This is just like the other white one that I held up. Then this is a small, they're mostly girls' shirts. This is a small, like the white one that I held up. And then this last one, this one is an adult medium. Now, I normally wear a large to extra large, and I have one of these that I actually can wear. So this is the only adult size shirt that I have. And I have not decided yet if I want to keep that one for myself, because I ruined my other one, or if I'm going to give it away. I'm going to try it on later, and if it feels comfortable, I'm going to keep it, and if it doesn't, then I'm probably going to give it away. But those 4 they're small, adult female small shirts, which means they will fit most younger girls. So if you have any younger girls that you think could wear one of those shirts and who is into metal detecting, send me an email and we will see that one of those shirts goes out. Because these, I had a whole bunch. I gave away a ton of shirts. Kellyco, when I was down in Florida, Mark at Kellyco gave me a bunch of shirts. And I gave all the adult ones away, and I gave some of the kids ones away. And I just found that box a couple of days ago and discovered that I still have some small size shirts left. So we will figure out how we're going to disperse those to the detecting community. Like I said, I did send some when I first got them out to the Detecting Smith's kids, and they were quite happy to have them, especially his son, who kept telling him he wanted a metal detecting shirt, and they never found one that fit him, and so he got one, and he was real happy. So got my tea too sweet. So has anybody actually been able to go detecting this week? It has been just awful weather here. There's just no way for me to go. I went Sunday. It wasn't too bad outside. So I just ran up the street because I wanted to play with one of those coils that I had just gotten. And I ran up the street and went to this little schoolyard. And probably 5 minutes after I got all my gear out and I got over to this little tot lot that I wanted to go over because I've detected it before, and I knew that really nobody had been in it since. So I thought, well, let me try this new coil in here and see if I find anything that I missed with the previous. So the first signal I dug was a piece of canned slaw. And I just started to dig the second signal, and all of a sudden, I see snow landing on the screen of my simplex. And my first thought was, thank God it's waterproof. But so it started snowing. Now, there was no snow in the forecast, but it started snowing. And I said, well, it's not bad. I'm just going to keep going here for a few minutes. So I went ahead and I went around the tot lot, and I didn't find much else. I think I found a penny, but I didn't find much else. So I've pretty much cleaned that one out, I think. Yeah, I've thought about that myself, BC. Only I've got a big giant planter I was going to use and put some potting soil in it. But yeah, seriously. So anyway, I got around the thing and it stopped snowing. So I said, oh, okay, this is good. Let me go over here to the other tot lot on the other side of the school. So I went over there and got about halfway through that one, and it started really snowing. And I mean, like, the wind picked up and the snow was blowing sideways. It's like in my face. I'm like, we're about done here. But I did find a few coins in there and a little earring and part of some kind of piece of jewelry. I can't really tell what it is. I mean, none of them are silver, but the fact that they were very small items that were pretty far down, I was encouraged with the new coil for that reason. These items were, I can't really get to them right now, or I would show you how small they were. But I'm going to say the earring was no bigger than the nail on my pinky finger, which isn't really big because I don't have long nails. So it was pretty small. And then the other piece that I think maybe is part of a brooch, maybe the size of my thumbnail. And these were both pretty far down. So I was happy with the performance, but I was not happy that the weather turned on me like it did. And the weather has been crap ever since. So I have all my beautiful toys that I showed you earlier, and I have not been able to go out and play with them. But I do have, I didn't even get to shoot video that day. My camera quit working too. So I was just out there basically freezing my off for no reason except to play with my toys. Today it was 15, 20 mile an hour winds, wet, nasty. So I think there's one day next week. I don't have my phone here either, but I was looking, and there's one day next week where it's supposed to be for a couple days in the 40s. So I think one of those 2 days I'm going to go back to my niece's house. I still have not finished her yard. I did part of the front, part of the side, and part of the back. There's still quite a bit of yard over there, and she lives in an old Victorian. So far it has not produced any old coins. I'm kind of thinking that it's been detected before, but I did find some interesting things while I was digging there. So I think I will, one of those 2 warm days, run over there. I'm from Florida, Ben. I was raised in Florida. I wish I could still live in Florida, but I can't afford it. But yeah, I was raised in Florida before Disney. Yep. Disney opened the year after I got out of high school. And the only good thing I can say about that was that I got a really good job at the telephone company. And all the snotty people from my high school, they ended up with little minimum wage jobs at Disney World, and I ended up with a union gig over at the phone company making 5 times what they were. And it was because Disney opened. But yeah, I grew up in Orlando. I had some success when I went down in March. People always say that the Simplex is terrible at the beach, and it wasn't any more terrible than anybody else's detectors that I was detecting with. There just wasn't anything out there. I found some stuff at Madeira Beach. I want to go back to the beach and try the Simplex with that double D coil. It's just a little bit smaller than the other coil, but it seems to be finding things a lot deeper. So I want to go try that. And my plan was, until I had to spend all this money, instead of going to Florida, because I can't go to Florida right now because of the COVID deal. I'm not going to go to Florida until I can go see my brother. So that money's aside for that. But I thought I might take a trip the weekend of Florida Hunt 7, since I'm not going to be able to go. And go over to Virginia Beach, which is about a 4.5, 5 hour drive from me. But I thought I would go over there, maybe spend one night, and then come back. And yes, I'm eating chocolate. I wanted a whites, but number one, they're really heavy. And with my disabilities, I didn't think I was going to be able to handle one. And I had met two people here that both have whites. And one of them is now going to buy a simplex because he says his white's just too heavy for him to swing it anymore now that he's older. And the other reason is that white is now owned by Garrett, and I don't know. I just don't know. I'm gonna sit back on that one. Hey Jack, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Anyway, I'm gonna try to do that probably around February 19th or so, somewhere around that part of February. Only if the weather looks good. And just take a day and go try all the new equipment in a beach setting. And maybe some other settings too. I'm going to email, a couple of detectorists that I don't know them personally, but I watch them, who are from that area, and see if maybe I can set up a collaboration or something. Maybe one of them will have pity on the puny channel and let me go detecting with them. So the one that I'm really hoping to make contact with or run into is the Gig Master. I don't know if any of you watch the Gig Master, but I like the Gig Master. One of the reasons why, he shows the junk. Yay, you, Jack. A little time off. Yeah, the Max is not a particularly good beach machine either. You know, the Simplex isn't great. It's okay. But on the plus side, it's less than $300. So for that, it's doing just as well as the Max. Really the best, in my opinion, the best beach machine around is the Equinox 600, not the 8, the 6. I don't know why, but everybody I know that detects the beach with the Equinox 600, they clean house, man. And it's, it's really funny that you say that, Ben. I want to hunt with them too, but probably not for the reason that you would think. I have a beef with them. It's not really a beef. And yes, I'm eating chocolate. I haven't had any dinner. Sometimes I watch the Hoover Boys. I love the Hoover Boys. They're entertaining. They're fun. But sometimes I watch them and I wonder how the heck every time they go out, they find all these ultra rare coins and, I guess I'm a skeptic. Now, I have a friend who went detecting with them, and he told me they really do find that kind of stuff. But that was kind of funny. He didn't find any of that stuff, and he's in the same field with them. So I want to hunt with him because I want to see if it's real. I've never ever had access to a site like the ones those guys get into. And that's probably why I don't find anything like they find. I don't ever. Yeah, they don't show all their trash. And that's one other thing. It just seems misleading to me if you don't show the trash when it's being dug. Yeah, I want to see the actual dig. I want to see the stuff come out of the ground. I could probably get results like that if I had the locations to do it. And so that's why I want to go with them. I want to see one of these locations. You know, I want to be on one of those locations because I've never had access to things like that. And part of it, I'm an old lady and I don't feel safe door knocking. I just don't. I'm a disabled old lady. If somebody grabbed me and tried to pull me in the house, they'd pull me in the house because I wouldn't be able to get away. So I don't have all those connections, but I would love to go detect with somebody like that because I want to see one of these places. Yeah, it is location. That's why I said I want to go, but not necessarily for the reasons that, you know, other people would. That's one of the reasons I want to go over to Virginia Beach and maybe be able to do something with the gig master because he does beaches, but he also does Civil War sites, and he's got a lot of permissions that I give anything to go and detect in places like that. Oh, I have done the little grass strips in parking lots. My favorite one, of course, I'm not there anymore, but when I was down in Florida, I went back to a place that used to be a bar, and it had been a bar for decades. And it's not a bar anymore, but I asked them, excuse me, I'm choking. I asked them if I could detect the parking lot. And I found probably, $8, $9 in change. And a couple of earrings and stuff. If I'd have had more time, I probably could have found a lot of stuff there. I have a friend that lives in Austin, Texas, and she and her husband are connected to the music industry. And Austin is a music hotspot. And they have detected several bar parking lots and grass strips around bars where drunk people fall down and things fall out of their pockets. And yeah, I know they always do at the end, Ben. It's just, I've never seen a location like that where no matter where they go, they always are finding all of these good things. I've never personally been in a place like that. So until I put my feet on it, and it's not just them, it's any detectorists that find all that kind of stuff. I'm kind of, it's not so much I'm a skeptic as that I'm just like, does this place really exist? Do places like this really exist? Another one, and these guys are a little more realistic to me. I don't know why. I guess it's because they're not so much of a show, but I really like Dig That Beep. They're out of South Carolina. I'd like to go down and detect with those guys too. Just because I've pretty much been limited, unless I go on what I call a field trip. I've pretty much been limited by places that I lived to detecting schoolyards and parks. And I'm not going to say anything bad about that because I have found a lot of stuff. But in the South, we don't have a lot of the stuff that the Hoovers get to dig up. I just want to see it because I can't believe those places are real. I just would have to, until I'm there and I do it with, and see it with my own eyes, I'm not going to believe it's real. And I'm not saying that to be insulting to them. It's not just them. It's any of these detectorists where you run into that. Well, see, Mikey, where I lived in Georgia, there were places in that town I would have loved to detect. The problem, the entire area was a federal historic site. I could not detect. There was a pre-Civil War courthouse. There was all kinds of really cool places, but I couldn't detect there by law. So I was pretty much limited to schoolyards and small town parks. And that area was not anywhere close to any major Civil War activity or anything like that. It just seems to me like they're always finding large cents and state coppers, and it just, I'm sure they're real because I have a friend who detected with them. It's not them that I'm questioning. It's how do they get all these, how come every place they go is like that? And my answer is that they probably aren't, but they're not showing the reality of how many crappy sites do they go through. What parks are illegal? State parks in Florida are illegal. I know that for a fact. And it depends on where you live in Florida. Orange County, you can metal detect in Orange County, but do not slip and get over inside the city of Orlando because they'll bust your butt there. I wanted to go back and detect a park where I lost something as a teenager. And I just wanted to go there because we hung out in that park all the time. But the city of Orlando told me that if I wanted to go there and film a video, I would have to go through some kind of motion picture place office and pay $3,000. And I'm like, oh, bite me. City parks where Jacksonville. Okay. I don't know a whole lot about detecting in Jacksonville. I know Ocala, you can, but you have to get a permit. That's Marion County. And then Marion County, you got to get a separate permit. Pinellas County, technically it's illegal, but they don't really do anything. And then each individual town has its own little regulation. Florida is crazy. When I go to Florida, I have 5 different permits I have to carry for areas that I detect in. The chances that they're ever going to ask me for them are slim to none, but you better have them anyway. I have Orange County, I have Polk County, I have Marion County, I have the city of Ocala. I have, oh, I forgot what the other one is, but I got 5 of them anyway. And I keep a little folder that has all my detecting permits. Yeah, rinsing a coin off with water is not cleaning a coin. That is one of the big things. It's probably the #1 disparity between coin collectors and metal detectors. Fort Myers is probably 400 miles southwest of Jacksonville. Jacksonville is on the northeast corner of the state. Fort Myers is on the southwest corner of the state. So that's a long way away. Hi, Jimmy Licari. If rinsing a coin ruined the coin and just rinsing it with water, then any coin that went through the washing machine would be considered ruined. Or any coin that was picked up off the ground and had been rained on would be ruined. That's not really what cleaning a coin is. Cleaning a coin is when you take a rag and some type of a solvent or a wax or a silver polish, and you do that. That's cleaning a coin. Rinsing the dirt off so you can put it in your pocket does not constitute cleaning a coin. Deej! Hi, Deej! The queen, well, one of the queens, probably the queen as far as I'm concerned, of Michigan metal detecting. She and Cherie Ward, that's about the only ones I know, the ladies up there. Yeah, now see, putting them in ring cleaner, that's, that's cleaning a coin. Rinsing them off with a little bottle of spray so that you can read the date. That spray is nothing but water. It may have a drop of Dawn detergent in it. That's not really what cleaning a coin means. And I have talked to coin dealers about this. And one of them said basically most of the people on YouTube are, and I'm going to quote him, so I don't want to get in trouble, but he said they're all anal retentive. That is not going to hurt your coin one bit. Kitty purr. To spray a little water on it, to wash the dirt off so you can read the date. It just isn't. So, like I said, that's the #1 argument. Yeah, I'm just saying, some people put Dawn in there. Mine just has distilled water in it. I have a little spray bottle. It's nothing but distilled water. And if I didn't rinse some of the stuff off, I'd carry home 15 pounds of dirt. And then I still wouldn't be able to tell you what coin I found because I wouldn't be able to read it. So, but yeah, some people do put a little drop of Dawn in. I have never really seen the necessity of it. Well, maybe once when I was digging in this really, really wet red clay. And it stuck to everything like glue. And if you tried to wipe it off, all it did was get worse. I sprayed some water on it, and it just seemed to thicken up. It was terrible. That day, I could have used some Dawn, maybe. Cleaned it how, Mikey? Cleaned it how? See, that's one of the reasons I do this, that I combine the two. Yeah, that's true. A lot of places the soil is really bad, and you're not going to dig up a pristine looking coin anyway, because they've been eaten up by whatever's in the ground, whether it be salt or phosphate. Water is not going to hurt a coin. Talk to an expert, Mikey. Well, I don't know. A lot of people clean coins with a toothbrush. You really need to go find a real coin expert. And I do not mean some guy with 1,200 people on their YouTube channel. I mean a real coin shop with a real expert. I'm sorry, but I have cleaned coins, very, very dirty coins, with a toothbrush, because I couldn't read the date on them until I cleaned them. I've got a buffalo nickel. I didn't even know I had a buffalo nickel till I brought that puppy home and sprayed a little bit of water on it. I'm sorry, Mikey, but I'm gonna have to say you're overreacting on that one. Yeah, farm field coins aren't worth much. Exactly. Michigan has coins that have been ruined by fertilizer and all of that stuff. Florida has ones because Florida has a lot of, in the sand, there's phosphate, there's limestone. It'll chew the coins up. Here in Virginia, there's a lot of rocks. I mean, everywhere I dig, I'm digging in little bitty gravel rocks. So the chances of pulling anything out of here that hasn't already been damaged is pretty, so far I haven't found anything that would make any difference. But I don't know that I think there was anything. I would have to see the actual footage of the person cleaning the 1916 Merc dime to make the actual call, but I don't think the water was really going to hurt it any. After you've been detecting for a while and you pull enough coins out of the ground, you pretty much know, key date or not, you already know. Yeah, just water. Thank you, Deej. That's what I'm trying to tell him. He's upset because somebody used water on a Merc dime. What do you propose I do with this, Mikey? This is last year's change. I used distilled water. What do you propose I do with this? Most of these are so cruddy. The thing is, though, Forest Raven, if they get water on them in your cup holder, they're probably sitting in that water for a while with some Coca-Cola or some coffee or some other crap. What we do in the field is take a little squirt bottle with a little bit of water in there, and it might take a lot of water if you've got a big load of clay or something on there. But this stuff, some of these I can't even tell what they are. My guess is that most of this is pure tea junk. And some of it the bank won't take unless I do exactly what Mud Swat just said, which is put them in a roll with some shiny enders and cash them in. That's what you got to. You gotta. Yeah. I've got some coins that I dug that are in my books, and they're crappy looking, but I dug them, and so I'm keeping them. Now, I found my very first really good coin was I found on my sister's farm, which isn't that far from where I am now, a couple years ago with my bounty hunter. It was the only good thing I found on the farm, but I found a 1943, excuse me, a 1943 S war nickel, and I could not tell what it was at first. So I walked down to a little stream and I just stuck it in the stream. It's a fresh, it's a spring fed stream, and I rinsed it off, and yep. Well, Mikey, some people don't know how to clean coins properly, and then other people have a tendency to overanalyze the situation. Okay, Deej, have some good dinner for me too. I'll be back to Michigan someday. There's a right way and there's a wrong way, and then there's also, I'm sorry, but I got to agree with the coin collecting guy, and here's my attitude. It's my coin. I dug it out of the ground. It's mine. If I want to wash it with Tide, it's my coin. I have the right to do that. Would I do that? Probably not. But the coin community, this is probably going to alienate me because I'm kind of part of both communities, but sometimes the coin community gets a little too arrogant. There you go. Take a Dremel to it. Yeah, let's polish that bad boy up with a Dremel. Yeah, vinegar will tear up a coin. I have actually intentionally put vinegar on pennies to see what would happen. On some pennies that I knew were junk. Cynthia, hi girl, you missed us. I showed all the toys. You'll have to go back to the beginning of the video and see all the toys I got from my Simplex. Oh, you'll love it. So anyway, I don't ever find anything that I think is so valuable that a little bit of water. I mean, it's not like you're leaving it soaking in the water, Mikey. You spray it on, you dry it off. It's not like you're leaving the water on there for a long time. But yeah, I would have to actually see the video of the person cleaning the Merc dime, but it doesn't sound like to me that he did anything that was going to do any major damage to the coin. Had he taken a wire brush to it? Yeah. Oh, man. I hate Zinkins. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I found one in the Coinstar yesterday. It's still in my purse. I'm going to try to put it on the Monday night show. I don't know what somebody did to this coin, but the Coinstar wouldn't even take it. It looks okay on one side, but on the other side, it looks like something I can't even explain. I'm just going to have to show that coin next Monday. Shield cents aren't coins. I'm sorry. I don't even consider those rascals to be coins. They're just a nuisance. They're an embarrassment to the U.S. Mint. Ah. I don't know. What are you supposed to clean a copper coin with? Truly. If you can't, you know, I guess I should throw away all the pennies that I accidentally leave in my pocket and run through the wash because now they're ruined because I washed them. I'm just, I don't know. I don't know. When we were little kids back in the 50s, thank you, Andy. When we were little kids back in the 50s, one of the favorite things to do with your lunch money, yeah, we actually had lunch money, was to take your eraser and polish up your lunch money with it. I don't know what this penny is I just picked up, but I don't want to sacrifice that one. But yeah, we did that all the time when we were kids. You would take your eraser and polish your coins. There's probably a crappy one in here that I can make somebody cringe. We would do this. This is a Zinken. I already know it's a Zinken, so you can't see what I'm doing, but we would take, see the little top part of the coin there. We would polish, like sometimes you would just polish their head and leave the rest of it dirty. Yeah, I know you were, Ben. I'm defacing a Zinken right now. But yeah, we would see the strip up the middle where I just hit it with the eraser. We did that all the time when we were kids with all of our coins. I'm sure that makes somebody cringe. I was always curious if I did that to one and sent it in to some coin and then sent it in to be graded, would they be able to tell me that the coin had been cleaned? I have a friend had a coin he absolutely knew had never been cleaned. And you nailed it, Mudshot. You nailed it. Thank you. That's exactly where I was getting ready to go. Oh. Oh, I know I have made somebody mad, but this is the metal detecting show. You can yell at me about coins on Monday night. This is the metal detecting show. Super soft toothbrush. I know. I got that brush today, or that brush that I showed today, but I didn't get that for coins. I got that for relical items. But it does have a really soft side to it. And then it's got a wire brush side, which, you know, that's for other stuff. Hey, Metal Detecting North Carolina, I got your package. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to do a, I don't do mail call videos, but I think I need to do one because I got a bunch of different things I need to attend to. So maybe this weekend I'll do one of those. Mike, any place down there near you that's detectable at the moment? Because it's sure too nasty to detect here. It's awful. I have my new toys. I want to go play. I I want to go and play with the toys. I'm really upset that I don't get to go to Florida Hunt. But now they're talking about that the shots that we were told would be available may not even be available. I almost bought some Andres pencils. I thought about it. I looked at them, and I haven't made the decision on that. I want to go down where Mikey is. I want to go metal detecting. There's Marty. Marty's in the house. I don't know if you guys can see, but the Christmas tree is almost gone. I gotta go to my storage and get the box that it goes in. And yeah, I'm sorry, Cynthia. I really planned on going, but on a brighter note, my test came back negative, but still gonna finish my $50 error search. All right, Mr. Ben, I sorted out all these pennies from my penny box hunt. I love these containers. They're great. I can put different years in different sections. Awesome containers I found at the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to be heading over to Variety Vista. And yeah, I want to see that. That piqued my interest. I found a dog tag once, but it was from a kid that went to some kind of camp. And I still haven't been able to locate him. I got a hold of the people that ran the camp, and they weren't very helpful. But yeah, well, mine was my COVID test. My brother thinks it's my rabies test. But until I can safely go to Florida and visit my brother, I'm just not gonna. I only have the money for one trip. I don't even really have I have that money because it was given to me. But you know, that's the deal. I don't even have money to send these packages out because my car has become a pain in the butt to get through Virginia inspection. And so anything that I wanted to do, I just can't right now. So it won't be the first time that ever happened. I got some things I'm going to try to put up online to sell. But did I do something different to my hair? Yeah, I started parting my hair on the other side. And I got a different shampoo. And it's really funny because it's like a retro throwback shampoo that I didn't even know they still made. But apparently they do, and my hair seems to like it. So that's the difference with my hair. It looked better the other night than it does tonight, but it's still not too bad. The Monday night, I had just washed it the day before. I haven't washed it since then yet. Let me know when you're coming down. I'll set up a hunt. Hey, you tell me when the hunt is. And, you're not that far from me. Well, yeah, you're Jacksonville. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I've heard about the shot tower, but I can't go there because it's in a state park. Yeah. Yep. There's a state park that runs right through the middle of my town that I would love to detect, but can't go there. So, but yeah, I'm not sure, Ben, but I will let you know. It's all contingent on when they finally get the vaccine to us, because I cannot go see my brother until, as he put it, till I have my cootie shots. And he won't let me in the house. I don't blame him. He's higher risk than I am. He's gotten the first of his shot. I'm hoping that he'll be able to get the second one. I heard on the news today that they kind of lied to us about the availability of the vaccine. So at this point, I don't know. I do know that because I'm high risk, and because of one of my medications, kind of messes with your immunity. So whenever I'm going to get that prescription renewed, I have to get a test. Can I mail them money? Yeah, you can mail anything you want, Jesse. My address just now got posted by the Nightbot. P.O. Box 96, Galax, Virginia, 24333. Oh, wow, that's awesome, Mike. We'll hit that. I mean, Ben, we'll hit that for sure. I was reading Mike's and responded to Ben's, and my head kind of messed up. That would be very, very sweet of you, Jesse. Yeah, because like I said, I got 7 of them done, and I've got about $15 left in the postage, that I've paid for. So the people that I got done are Budget Bullion Stacker, whoops, James Eller. I was doing them in no particular order. I just grabbing them out of the box. Southern Belle, Pastor Tim, Cynthia. Cynthia's package is ready to go. And Native Warrior. Those are the ones I've done so far. I got a whole bunch of them over here. They're all packaged. They're just not done. They're all packaged but one. One I got to go find an envelope. Because I don't have one big enough. But the stuff, I'm slowly working my way through it. But this car thing, yeah, I was not anticipating having to put that kind of money into a car that's that old that I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to replace within the next 3 or 4 months. Now I don't know if I'm going to be able to replace it. I may have to just keep it until the engine blows up. It's got 245,000 miles on it, so I hate putting money into it. Hi, Silver Wishes. So yeah, that would be really cool to see the info on the shot tower. That would be awesome. And Ben, like I said, I'm not sure when I'll be coming down, but when I come down, I actually do go over to the East Coast and go down the East Coast, because I don't know if you know where Beverly Beach is, but there's a campground over there, and I like to detect over there. There's an RV campground right on the beach, and I have found a few things there. My brother actually told me about that place. So anyway, I don't have a whole lot more. I didn't really do a lot of research for this show, other than that The link about that $10,000 hunt up in New Jersey, it's in the about section of this video. You can go over to Indiana Tone's channel and learn all about that big deal. If it wasn't such a COVID thing, that would be yeah, I'm limited because I am so high risk. I just can't, all these great things are coming up and I got no money and I got no immunity. I just want to find a place where I can detect and find some cool stuff. I'm tired of bottle caps and beaver tails. I got one coming up that's kind of funny. I found part of an emblem of a car, not the whole emblem, just part of it. It's kind of funny. Armando, welcome, welcome. So Cynthia, you got decent weather down there. You been out hunting, girl? Right now I'm missing Georgia. Does my machine have VDI numbers? Of course it does. Of course it does. Abso-freaking-lutely. The simplex, the best way to describe it, it's a poor man's Equinox 600. It's very similar. The VDI numbers aren't the same. But yeah, we have VDI numbers. We have pretty much everything an Equinox has. And a few things they don't. Oh, my allergies are going to do this to me again. Oh, I don't want to sneeze. Looking at some $50. I finally finished my penny box last night. And in the last 4 rolls, I found 2 more Wheaties. So we ended up with Wheaties. I know the VDI numbers for my machine. I have even taken silver out and put it in the ground to make sure that I know what the numbers are. And I have dug up silver rings, and I'm just not, it's not that I'm missing the targets. It's the places where I have to detect the targets are not necessarily there. Oh, yeah, you were talking about that key fob. I want to see that. Is that the one with the bus? No silver in the first box. Oh, that would stink. Yeah, I've got a whole chart. I even keep it in my phone of VDI numbers of all kinds of different. Well, it's not even 2 hours to Charlotte for me. I am right on the border. Of Virginia. It's 110 miles. So an hour and 45 minutes to Charlotte from where I am. Yeah. No, I don't mind that at all. I'd be thrilled. Okay, Jessie. Thank you, sweetie. We love you. But yeah, I've got my, I know my VDI numbers, but I'm not hitting things with those numbers. If I hit anything even close to those numbers, yeah, I dig it up. I do the same thing, Mudswat. I'll go over a place and then I'll go back and go over the same place again. Sometimes I'll go at it from the opposite direction. I will go at it in a different mode. You know, like I may go over it in field mode, and then the next time I come back, I'll go over it in all metal mode, and then I'll go back over it in Park 1 or Park 2. I have even been known to go over sand lots down in Georgia in beach mode. It's not unheard of for me to have detected a place in every single mode, changed the frequencies. There's this one park down in Quitman, Georgia, that I don't think anybody's ever going to find anything in there again. Because I have detected that place so many times in so many different modes. But I can't say that nobody would ever find anything, because even the last time I went there, I was still finding stuff. Yeah, I did the same with mine, Cynthia. I paid mine off last month. I was so happy. And I do love my Simplex. I love it so much that 2 weeks after I got it, I sold my Garrett. And I thought my Garrett was great. But after I got the Simplex, I was just like, wow. So, yeah, I'm very happy with my Simplex. And that's why, instead of buying a brand new detector, I chose to buy all of the things to make my Simplex an even better machine. That's why I chose to get the coils and get the carbon fiber shaft and do all of that. I'm quite happy with my machine. I could have maybe bought, another machine, but I don't think I'd have been as happy with it. So, hello, Silver Shark. Welcome, welcome. A lot of it for me is the weight distribution of the machine. I kind of felt like my Garrett was top heavy. It made my wrist hurt. Even though the Simplex weighed pretty much the exact same weight, the weight was distributed differently. And as soon as I started using it, I quit having that problem with my wrist. And I was like, hey, I'm onto something here. And it was just way more comfortable for me to swing. Now, Wednesday night is my detecting show. Monday night is my coin show. So that's just the way I work, Armando. I hope you find some silver in there. Let me know. Come back on Monday when it's the coin show and let me know if you found anything in your boxes of halves. Yeah, it is, Cynthia. It is beautifully balanced. This is like the 4th or 5th detector that I've had the opportunity to use. And when I put the 11-inch coil on the carbon fiber shaft, that's a whole new experience there of making that machine even more well balanced. I'm real happy. I want to get a second one of those carbon fiber shafts and keep the stock shaft for the little small coil and put the bigger coils on those carbon fiber shafts. And I think that will, but I don't get the fatigue swinging the Simplex that I did swinging the Garrett. I don't know what the difference is. I know that the head of a Garrett is about that big. It's like a baseball size thing. And the head of the Simplex is about that big and not much thicker than that either. So it has made a big difference for me. And my thing at the time, I was living down in Georgia. where you could be out in the middle of a field and all of a sudden you are in a torrential downpour. And my Garrett was not waterproof. The coil was, but the machine wasn't. So I'm very happy that the Simplex is fully waterproof. And if I get caught in the rain, I don't have to kill myself trying to stuff it up my shirt or something. So I think we're going to roll this thing up in a big ball and put it away. I actually have to make a video that I was going to do Monday night. I was invited to make a video for the Kelly Co. site, and I need to do that, but it's really hard when you don't feel good. You want to go on there. Yeah. You don't know how many people are going to see you on a big detector company's website, so you want to look good, you want to sound good, and here I am with my sinuses. Like, I keep going, maybe tomorrow. But anyway, I appreciate everybody coming. Please check that video that I posted for Indiana Tones. The link is in the description of this video if you think you might be interested in going and digging $10,000 worth of silver and gold on a beach. Sure sounds like fun to me. Really, really does. I don't know how much it costs, but it just really sounds like a fun hunt. All right, peoples, I will see you. My next regularly scheduled show is Monday at 5 Eastern. That does not mean I won't be popping up to do some coin hunting. Coin sorting. You can tell I'm getting tired. Thank you, Cynthia. Yeah, I may film it and I may just wait and do it tomorrow. Kind of tired. This thyroid thing is killing me. Thank you, Mikey. I also had Jesse here. I don't know if Handy Andy is still here, but he was. Miss Southern Belle was here for a while. I don't know if any of them are still here, but those are some of my mods, and they are awesome people. And of course, Archaeology Mikey, who always stays for the whole show and does a great job for us. I got 24 likes. Oh, and a subscription. Yay. I got 24 likes and a subscription. That's good. I'll take that all day long. I will. Okie dokie. Well, everybody, I hope you get a chance. Oh, what are you crying about, Andy? Don't cry. No cry, Andy. Anyway, I hope some of you get a chance to go out detecting this weekend. And I don't think it's going to be me, but if I see anything that looks like it's 45 degrees or higher, I'll be out there, even if it's just for half an hour. I got a little place I want to try. I have permission to do it. It's a little cut through that people in my apartment complex and the next apartment complex use to take a shortcut to the Walmart. So I'm thinking maybe on the way home when they're carrying all their bags full of stuff, maybe they might drop their purse or their wallet or something, their keys. Let's see if there's anything out there. So I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. We're going to do a little sweeping of the dirt. And we'll see you back for the Lodo coin collecting show on Monday. And if you have any nickels that I'm not going to the Zoomy, the grumpy old man's chat. That's what it is. I'm too tired to deal with that. I go once in a while, but yeah, What she's referring to is Park Rat Metal Detecting has a Zoom chat on Wednesday nights. But after a while, it does kind of turn into the grumpy old men's chat. So, yeah. Well, tell the grumpy old men I said hi. And I'll see y'all later. I hope everybody gets a chance to go detecting and finds some silver and gold and groovy stuff. And thank y'all again for being here. If you can throw any nickels towards that postage fund. My car ate my money. Yeah, Mabel ate all my money. She ate over $300 worth, and she's going to eat probably another $100 tomorrow and max out my credit card. Oh, all right, everybody. Thank you. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.